Me the man go for 3. They were not singing. Now me and Kasano, I went through some crisis.
Okay.
Almost lifelong crisis. I was minya depression.
Oh, okay.
Any trauma. Seriously, that's why I wrote this book.
Okay. Yeah, fracture camera. Okay.
This is the reason why a second chance.
A second chance for souls. Wow, we book our Troy.
I learned it last year.
You better home come. You better be book in home come. It was who called trauma.
We call trauma and depression for years.
She no kakrama me.
Yeah, it was.
Then I go by
a relationship between my own biological mother.
Oh, okay.
The same baby by, and there were some accusations I had no idea about.
Oh,
in fact, deep. Exactly. Yes, I think I come once a month.
Book in there.
Deep and be open. Over to me. I can book. Let me be able to be.
Okay.
There were a lot of accusations I had no idea about, and it was so extreme.
So
it was annoying.
Wow.
And now, me can't be
okay.
Now, at 13, when I was a younger person, me worry or intensify. Indeed, before I realized,
okay,
my falling into depression and trauma.
Wow.
Serious, very serious. Indeed, it was hopeless. I was struggling. I lived on struggles because you were not. I wasn't interested in doing anything in this world. In fact, none of me pennies me.
Oh
yes.
Net Ruzamba Benzono.
I got there. I try. I was dead. I died. But there are many people walking in this world who are dead.
This is Filthy Radio.
There are many people who are dead. In fact, before people kill themselves, they die. That's why they are able to
kill themselves.
Yes, sir. People know on or your life are only being kuno.
You are now on the spirit in the freedom.
No, didn't we see?
This is Filthy Radio.
So we see Obina say, "Oh yeah, hash be and I say sometimes because we name anybody name. Obi on Namokwa, but now.
Until now, we are said that now would the end.
Hey, Nam didn't we see? Even true that now Holy Ghost. I will move. No, me share yes answer. Until me we know. Resurrection was at work. Until my first song. Until let me see how I came about when I wrote my book.
Okay.
Now maybe lunch. The day I got my deliverance from depression and trauma. That day na me nyam.
Wow.
We are not because you are too deep. And then the way me nyam different. If you are done, sometimes me say I say yeah too. Into where they na we are na I say yeah too deep. Into my two son. Dear why yo, Iradi, dear why yo, Yashishema, Yewano, Iradi, Yeda was it.
Okay.
And me video by my audio.
Don't worry.
It's online.
Omukwa, Obia, Ojebia.
Go YouTuber, you can get it. Go any media
platform.
Dear
why you
Yeda was it.
Yeda was it. Okay.
That was when I got my deliverance from trauma and depression. That is the first song I got. And when I was writing my book,
okay,
then me who said, me who sorry. Don't say yes, what is any panatoa? Me say there are people walking and they are dead.
Wow.
And these are the people who are able to kill themselves. So be who ya a bad din so be kuno.
Obi wu ya a bad din so be kuno.
Nipa no ewu ansa.
Enti sa ho kasa na wewu a na da hamu na feeling it say say
ebi a wonna ma. Enye wo say jari. Enye wo say twitwi wo say. Enye wo say shatare. You don't feel like doing anything in this world. Now if it's not that, what is that?
Well,
in fact you are totally out of this world. Only we are so you only because anything anybody does in this world and found and you are not interested.
Wow.
And to do anything human beings do, no, it is with a lot of pain. We are I saw this
is Filthy Radio.
You are not in the mood to do anything.
Wow.
all that you feel like doing is to kill yourself.
To kill yourself.
Something.
That thought na neba.
That is what. That is, in fact, that is the best
And
thing for you.
And
only the most attractive option for you, because anything in this world is like a punishment for you.
Hey.
And say obi nam sa ti bi anymore. Me come for Jesus Christ or deliver me no man say. Obetumi enya oje, because that is why I wrote this book, so that people will know where I got to and how deliverance in Jesus works.
Wow, where the Bemon common I there, because you be side and side pa. Wow, the Enumuna first song in a different movie.
When I finished writing this book,
okay,
and you say, oh, sorry, any unkwana, yes, Christo, or can say, oh, yeah, at the tomb of Lazarus.
Okay,
or better, that power is still at work.
Still at work.
It's working every day.
Wow.
Today.
This is Still Free Radio.
Life is working.
Resurrection and life is working. Okay.
So I wanted to tell anybody who is discouraged and dead. People may be dead and we are not aware.
Sure.
I wanted to announce to the world that in Christ there is hope. That's how I came with my first song, which came with Asida.
Oh, okay.
I'm the resurrection and the life, the one who believes in me.
Okay.
Even though he dies, he will live. I'm the resurrection and the life,
Jesus.
The one who believes in me. Even though he dies, he will live.
Oh, sorry to me, no.
He will live.
Sorry.
Even though he dies, even though he dies, he will live.
Jesus.
He will live. Even though he dies, even though he dies, he will live. That's my first song.
Powerful. It's Still Free Radio.
Powerful. Say, who are Obenyam Quavier? Oh, sorry to me, no. Say now, Odiano, a happy ya. To me, Jill, and answer what Jenny by.
Oh, say, Nipa, Bible, dear, then say, we are three parts.
Yeah, tripartite. And
three parts.
Okay.
Nipa, we are made of spirit, soul, and body. That's how the way me because of what I went through.
Oh, for your film.
When Maminya depression, you see, I may encounter Jesus Christ and some of me caught Satibianu. That was my luck. That was
was your luck.
Oh yes.
700 years.
And some of me caught Satibianu. Oh yes, I didn't come. No, me no pikura. Because I died many times.
Hey.
But when obi fa Yesu
okay,
the spirit side no Nyankopon ewo ne foforo
okay,
na nyame ebe se obe neutralize nipa ye three parts the nipa no afa Jesus so fa Jesus so
okay,
soul, spirit, body
soul,
okay, but nipa spirit no in fact it is a water phone,
okay,
na battery but you need to charge the battery because phone no, and I say battery no, it needs to be charged, and I say okay, you need to and phone no so our area
feel free
and I say space capacity, but sometimes I say when a bigger way now they are shame into be na 4 giga which mean 20 gig at the shape now man more space,
yes.
Nipa automatic spirit, but that spirit is so frail and insufficient on its own.
Okay.
But when you come to Jesus, Jesus Christ ba ebe fa o spirit no.
Okay.
No neutralizing no afa hono afa. It's no more. It's not a podcast. They say asia biti enyami bio na Christ o bobra fa ni. It is no more you, but Christ in you, who becomes the hope of glory.
Jesus.
So no.
This is Still Free Radio.
I benefited from the spirit that has been taken over by the Spirit of God. And it is my soul that crashed. In fact, it is a abo. In fact, it's not easy to get restored. When the soul gets affected, easy.
So
this is yes, and no medical science. And to me, raho. Say my mental health was courses. My psychology and counseling. And I've understood.
Where they are dancing here now, we cry more. Wow.
Inti what we say nipa capacity no it me boa kakra but to deal with the hand and handle the physical dimension. But the soul is not just physical. Wow. Yes, something more. That's why it is only Jesus who is able to save the soul. In the mimic case no and can say can call psychiatric hospital and I say psychologist or no me to know so maybe to something to maybe neutralize a bit, but I don't know. Say one fed Jonah relapsed. And then Meridian we said there are people who were there and they couldn't help themselves with the medicine because medication, crown engineer more call for euthanasia. I've read it. Say cause nipa no opeso. Yes. When the soul gets affected, it's very deadly. And you know no. Into one categories. Oh, say dead your body dead. You want soul dead. When the soul dies, I know the just a nyame.
This is Filthy Radio.
If the same spirit, if the same spirit that rose Christ from the dead dwells in you, he shall quicken your mortal bodies. One has a mortal body. Mortal bodies, no, and one. The soul can die. Okay. So you can quicken the physical one and the soul dimension too. So that is how my case was. And then the resurrection happened because the spirit side of me, I was divided.
The prayer come back to one
pain. In Jesus alone, I define my being. Because he is the Alpha and Omega. Outside of him, you cannot define it.
It's Filthy Radio.
And it should be fulfilling. How painful it would be to have gained faith in Jesus Christ and lose the track designed for me. How painful it would be to have gained faith in Jesus Christ and lose the track designed for me. Lord, help me out, Lord, draw me through. Help me live purpose in the life. In Jesus alone do I define my being. Lord, help me out, Lord, draw me through. Help me live purpose in the life. In Jesus alone I define my being. Purpose in the life. Help me live purpose in the life.